So I don't know if you remember this, but a few years ago on Facebook there was always advertisements for these websites. And, the top 5 lakes here and the top 5 waterfalls there. And they were kind of annoying, but I click on them to see what they got wrong. And what I found out was these sites were incredibly unreliable. For example, here is one about the bluest lakes in Colorado. And as I was scrolling through it, I found this lake. But that's not a lake. I've seen it. Other people in the comments have seen it. It is a mine-tailing waste pond full of heavy metals and probably chemicals. Has nothing to do with lake. It's man-made and disgusting. It's like if I made a video about the best places to swim in Colorado and included a sewer pond. The best swimming lakes in Colorado. Now, how did stuff like this get made? Well, I signed up to be a contributor, and what I found out is that they paid almost nothing and that you had a chance to win stuff and you mostly just kind of got credit to get your name out there. And so it was just kind of bound to fail, I think. So it was just all these people just typing up all these stories as fast as possible, knowing nothing about it, just pulling stuff on the internet. And I thought that these things have died. I haven't seen them around in a while, but then lately I was searching for something and I found them again. And the 2 main ones I found was Uncover Colorado and Only in Colorado, or Only in Your State. So the article that piqued my interest was about Montgomery Reservoir and the town that's underneath the reservoir. Now I saw not only one article, but 3 articles from the same website, from the same writer about this town. They're all the same subject, all the same information, just kind of flipped around a little. I suppose it's a cheap way to get more views and revenue. Uncover Colorado had one story about it, the same story though. But the story seemed kind of false, like there's a town underneath the water there. No reservoir is going to be built and they're just going to flood a town. What they're going to do is clear it, because if they did bury a town, it would just break apart and the buildings would float up and clog the outlet. Or a telephone pole would break loose and just shoot up out of the water. Kind of comical. The other thing they talked about was that there's a bunch of sawmills in town and that you can still visit one. But I've been to that building. That is not a sawmill. That is a mill for processing ore from the mine. And I've backed that by going to the library and checking out the books, and I find absolutely nothing on sawmills. Now you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? They just got a few things wrong about a town. Well, yeah, but this isn't every article. Like they're talking about these natural tunnels you can drive through. Those aren't natural tunnels. That's an old train route that they built tunnels for. Or that Bachelor Loop has more abandoned towns than anywhere else in Colorado. That is just untrue. I mean, the Bachelor Loop has amazing buildings, but it doesn't have like a bunch of towns on this one tiny little loop. But being factually untrue and misleading is also because they've never been to the places they're talking about. And the one way to tell that is to look at the photos. None of the photos are their own. In fact, if you look in the credit, they're from Facebook, they're from TripAdvisor, they're from Wikimedia, they're from Flickr. There's this misleading rumor spreading around the internet that once you put something on Facebook, it becomes free right for everyone to use. But that's untrue. Your pictures on Facebook belong to you, and it doesn't belong to anyone else. Same with TripAdvisor. Oh, if you put it on TripAdvisor, it belongs to everyone else. No, it belongs to you and TripAdvisor to use how they want. You even look at the terms of service and multiple websites that help with copyright lawsuits and stuff like that, and they talk about the same thing. So Only in Your State is pretty much just stealing photos. Yes, you can use photos, most photos, for free from Wikimedia, and historical photos, or for fair use. Some of them on Fiverr can be used, but just some. So for the most part, these photos are just stolen property of someone else. Now, Uncover Colorado, some of them they seem like they take, but for the most part now they ask for permission, which is good. They say, can we use this on such and such site? We'll give you credit. Yeah, that's nice, but then again, A ton of sites do this, and they do that to me. Can we use your video for this? We'll put it on our site. We'll give you credit. You'll get people to follow you. No, it's just you taking my photos and video for free, and you're making money off of it. And I'm not making anything. I just get some people that come over and like my page on Facebook or whatever. It's just a cheap way for them to make money, is to go around and be like, hey, we're writing an article about this. Just find someone on Facebook or Instagram and see if you can use their photos for free. That's cheap. And it's worse when they even steal it. So to sum it up, why I hate these websites is, one, they're hastily made, they've never been to the place, they're factually misleading or untrue, and they use media that is not theirs, that they didn't pay for, or they just stole. It just seems like a crappy business model. That being said, some of the stuff on my channel I might get factually wrong, and if that's true, then just say so, and I usually put something down below in the description or the top comment saying, hey, I messed up here, it's actually called this, or I misworded this, or I'll just delete the video and re-upload it again. And going forward, my channel will be uploading a video every Saturday, and it'll be something interesting, historical, or strange about Colorado, something that you might not have known. And it'd be awesome if you'd support that by liking or sharing with your friends who also like Colorado. Yeah, and then that way you can find out beautiful, amazing places, or something strange or cool or history you never knew every Saturday. And that'll be going on until the winter, when I'll put up my hiking videos. Another way to support the channel is I have merch for sale, like this t-shirt. You can get it in different styles or colors or sizes. And I'm working on selling these hats, but just for now, this hat is for me. So that is my channel going forward. I've been doing a lot of research lately, finding out so many cool things about Colorado that I never knew before, and I'm excited to share them with you and try not to be misleading and crazy like these websites that just annoy me. But hey, that's life. See you later.